it's working. Now we click this. Now we click this. Now we go and see if Twitch is doing okay. How am I doing? Let's hear myself. How am I doing? Let's hear myself. Yep, I sound exactly the same, as I always do. That's not a compliment, by the way. Boop, 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 boop. How is everybody doing? How's everybody feeling? How's everybody grooving, as they say? I don't know if I'm gonna sound good. I don't know if I'm gonna sound bad. I've tried my best, and I might not succeed. When you get what you want, but not what you need. Anyway, last time we dealt with what I can only describe as a giant pyramid, and also one of like the best dungeons I've had in a while. Like, I'd unironically want to do that one again compared to the other ones. But anyway, let's just get straight into it. Straight into it. Boop ba doop ba doop boop ba doop boop. By the way, while we're waiting, I played some more Avowed. I don't like Avowed. I've decided I don't like Avowed. I just wasn't getting into the story. I wasn't getting into the characters. The whole sort of thing just wasn't interesting me, if I'm being completely honest. So I don't think I'll play any more Avowed, which is a shame. But I have other stuff I can play. That's the thing. I've got an abundance of stuff I can play. God, this image is so cool. Hey, Alphano! Well, we've done it. We've seen Wuklamat's victory in the rite of succession. Like me, I expect you have no few questions about the Golden City, but they must wait until our claimant has settled into her new role. Even as we speak, she prepares for the ascension ceremony back at the palace. I'm given to understand it will be held in a few days' time. In the meantime, let us enjoy some well-deserved rest. Heck yeah. I don't know which Aether crystal that's for. Yeah. Yeah, speaking. Sure, let's do it. Great way to start. Welcome back. And may I congratulate you on Wuklamat's victory in the rite of succession. It is a great honor to host the comrades of our future Dawn Servant. Such a grand journey has doubtlessly left you fatigued. Please relax and enjoy your stay. Wait, what happens when I click this button? Okay, fair enough. Sorry, I was messing around with the with Streamlabs there for a sec. No. Hello. Surprised to see me? I'm suppose it's only natural. May I come in? Yeah, sure. I haven't properly thanked you. What? Then my sister was able to realize her potential as testament to the quality of her traveling companions, particularly you. Nah, it's all the science, mate. For that, you have my heartfelt gratitude. I only did as you might have in my position. My primary business in calling is to deliver a message from Lamati. As you well know, after the Ascension ceremony, she will officially take up the mantle of Dawn Servant. She has expressed a desire for you to accept a post within her administration, while making no mention of me. You needn't decide immediately. My sister will broach the matter with you again after the ceremony. Whether you continue to assist Lamati or not is up to you. That is all, if you'll excuse me. Oh, he's so disappointed that his sister doesn't want him in a position of power. You have to become someone irreplaceable to her. As her brother, I acknowledge that with no little jealousy. You've become someone irreplaceable to her. As a brother, I acknowledge that with no little jealousy. But believe me when I say that I hope you will stay by her side. I'm sure she wants you in the position as well. She just hasn't told you yet. I'm convinced. You don't need to worry about it. And thus it arrived. The Ascension Ceremony. The day of the Ascension Ceremony. Oh, there's a couple of you're cool there. I see you. I see you. Oh, I'm glad. There's a lot of people here.
What a crowd! As befits the changing of dawn servants.
I think, if you think about it as a country, that's actually not that many people there. Oh? Why? Oh, is this going to be the new tablet that shows the new dawn servant? That'd be cool.
It's starting.
Woo! We love you, Wakalamat! We love you, Oh. It's the old dawn servant. Is the other head gonna get up?
The Dawn Servant!
Look! He's here!
Other head, wake up, please.
The head of reason is resting again. Thought he'd grace us for this occasion at least.
Oh yeah, I think it might actually be dead.
People of Tuliolal, you honor us with your presence.
For on this auspicious day, we witness the dusking of one era and the dawning of the
Aww.
next. The succession of dawn servants.
I'm sure he's so happy to see that one of his children is following on from him.
But I've talked for long enough. Allow me to present the claimant, whose determination, wisdom, and compassion guided them to triumph and the city of gold.
Come on, Wakalamat. Have a cool outfit on. Oh, it's just Wakalamat. I was hoping she was gonna wear something fancy. Oh, she's gonna get scared because of the heights.
Daughter, Wakalamat.
Hey! Yeah! Woo! 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 Yeah!
Huzzah!
Yeah! Huzzah!
Long live the Dawn Servant! Long live Tuliolal!
Yeah! Nothing's bad's gonna happen here. There couldn't be. I hope he's got some way of speaking loudly.
Growing up in this city, I used to think I knew all there was to know about Tuliolal.
Tuliolal. Okay, I'm
My
still not good at
journey
saying
showed
that.
me how much I had yet to learn about the cultures, histories, and aspirations of this nation. Through the time-honored Ihana, the Hanuhanu taught me how they nourish and cultivate both the land and their bonds with visitors.
Yeah, that was really fun. I liked the Hanu Hanu.
And with their alpacas and trade craft, the Pelu Pelu showed me the depths of their patience and fortitude, to know when to push through and when not to push your luck.
Yeah, I had a similar fun time with them.
From the moblins and their
The
artisans,
Moblin one, I could take a
gained
leave.
insight into the power of creativity. That it is when we are filled with passion and bolstered by the support of others that we produce our best works.
Yeah, I didn't rate that one too highly.
I
Oh,
was
the Yokul!
moved by the history and hopes of the Yokui, who believe that death isn't the end. That we live on so long as we remembered.
Yokui, you're the best!
I felt joy and harmony in Yaktel when I tasted Shebruk Pibil, the dish that marked the beginning of peace between the Shebral and Mamurja after
Yep.
centuries of warfare.
That one was okay. I like the story elements of it.
And I felt sorrow in Mamuk when I met with those who placed their faith in the promise of blessed siblings, and for this were burdened with great suffering. Through the understanding we forged, I'm hopeful
Oh, look,
that
he's
they will
here!
find what
The
they
cool
seek
Jar-Jar's
in
here!
friendship and community. For we are all Turali.
Oh, he made it.
Understanding with Mamuk? What sorcery did she use on them?
Aww. Smile as well. Yeah, there's a smile.
All
Yeah.
of which is to say that, as I've come to know our nation, I've seen the ways in which we thrive, and the ways in which we still struggle.
Yeah, that makes sense. The good and the bad.
Some in Kozamauka must resort to banditry to survive. A faction of Yokui still cling to dreams of conquest. Not everyone lives in peace and plenty.
Yeah, that's true.
And there's still so much of Tulihyolol I don't know. Places I
Oh
haven't
god, yeah, the
seen,
whole
and
bridge.
people
Yeah,
I haven't met.
we might be like more than only half the way through the whole Dawn
That's why
Trail
I
thing.
hope to keep learning about and from you, that we might build a nation where everyone knows happiness.
Oh god, I thought we were like nearing the end, but we might only be halfway
'Cause
through.
my journey has taught me one thing above all else. Your happiness is my happiness.
Yeah! Woo! Come on, Yokui! Also clap! Come on, Bakul, Jar Jar! Yeah, there it is!
I
Yeah!
say mine, but the Dawn Servant doesn't need to be a single person, does it?
What? What?
Oh dear.
What is she
What is he
doing?
doing?
Oh, is her brother going to be put in a situation?
Yeah.
Oh god, imagine if she just broke her legs here.
My father led Tulihyolal to prosperity by the resolve and reason of his 2 heads.
You don't have 2 heads.
But my one head can only get us so far. To further change our nation for the better,
It's his brother. Come on, second
I'll need
promise.
someone else.
Come on, second promise. Yeah.
someone with the knowledge and insight that I lack.
Be your brother. Be your brother.
So what do you say? Be Dawn Servant with me, Kona!
What? What? Oh no, he's so surprised. Get it? Because head of reason, head of compassion? That's hilarious.
Ramachi, are you certain?
Of course he is. I knew it. I knew they were both good.
Absolutely.
Oh,
You take reason,
I'm so happy about
and
that.
I take resolve. Together, we make a full Dawn Servant.
Oh, that's great. Oh, I love it.
You'll have no objections from me, of course.
Hey.
But mine is not the approval you need.
Be the advisor if that doesn't happen.
During my time abroad, I experienced the benefits of foreign technologies, some of which I introduced to our nation. Dirigibles now soar the sky in the south, while locomotives traverse the land in the north. I was convinced that by imitating foreign powers, we could assert our strength and thereby deter invasion.
Yeah.
Yet despite my intentions, I failed to understand what I was too eager to cast aside.
I'm so
And the very
freaking happy.
people I wish to protect.
Who is this guy?
My own journey has taught me that culture isn't a hindrance to progress, but a shared value that binds us, connecting lives.
Who is this
and
random
generations.
guy? He's annoying me.
With your blessing, I vow to help Tuli Yolal prosper in a way that honors the hopes and heritage of all her peoples. My esteemed predecessor would accept nothing less.
Oh. Come on. Cheer.
For
Cheer.
ultimately, I harbor the same wish as my sister. To give you cause to smile. That is my heartfelt desire.
Come on, you can do it. Cheer him. Cheer the second promise right now. Yes. Yes. Come on, you two. I can see you're literally not moving. Come on. Yeah, there it is. Look at the guys in the back. Just going like this. That's hilarious. That is freaking hilarious. Oh. They were completely in sync as well. You can never get that.
Glad this didn't go to waste.
Oh yeah, what happened? You've got this whole thing made that I imagine shows both of you. Could you imagine if it just wasn't a thing? Ooh. How the hell did you get that made without people seeing?
This is the Lay of Legacy, the part of the Tulihyola saga where you and I become the next Dawn servant.
Oh, you gotta let that happen first.
Good heavens! Don't tell me this is what kept you so busy ahead of the ceremony.
Wait, where's my job then? What's
Just
my
so you
job?
know, I didn't decide this on a whim. After reflecting on all we've been through, I realized it was the only answer.
It kind of was. I assumed you'd have him as an advisor. You're not gonna jump down as well?
With this, both my brother and I have worthy successors. He would have been proud.
He's dead, isn't he? But what of the first? What about your other brother?
Of course you knew.
He's dead. I knew it. What? Come on, show me.
It's been 3 years since my brother left us.
Oh, yeah, he has.
It cannot be. The head of reason is no longer with us.
Yeah. He did it to keep the thing.
Tragic tidings.
He did it so that people wouldn't get
I
scared.
didn't want to believe it.
No.
I'm sorry I never told you. We wanted the people to rest easy until our successor could
I didn't
be
realize
chosen.
one of them could die. Just one.
Planning the right was my brother's final duty. He was determined for it to serve the nation's best interests, and labored nigh without cease.
Nigh without cease.
And then he died, forcing me to do the actual work. A sneaky bastard.
Oh god.
But he did well. I have to give him that. The outcome speaks for itself.
Oh, what a shame. I wanted to hear him talk more. Obviously, we heard him talk a bit in the flashbacks and stuff.
Though not quite to the original script, your new dawn servant rises. May they shine resplendent, and their rule bring light ever greater to Tuliolol.
Yeah. I just keep thinking something's gonna happen. And they didn't want to do an animation that's unique. So all of them just do the generic happy animation. But some of them just don't make any sense. I love it. Some of the lizard people, they just don't make sense. Like one of them's like this. Oh. Woklamat was brilliant up there, wasn't she? The part with the second promise was surprising, but between the two of them, I dare say our new Dawn servants will be capable of anything. The future of Torial is bright indeed. Torial, I can't do it. I still can't do it. Unless I hear it. And then I can do it for like a second. Earlier, in Yaktal. Oh? Is this for the first promise? No. Oh, it's the Mamook and the Zabral. Two people that are friends with each other? I didn't think this was a thing anymore. Oh?
Changes in the air, and it's all because of our little firebrand.
Hey, get to Ram. I forgot that you weren't there.
Every Ilmer father's daughter, that one.
Both of them are.
I'll be watching where you steer this nation, lass. With what time I've got left.
Oh, you look relatively young. Like, maybe like early 50s, maybe late 50s. It's hard to tell when it's biology that isn't entirely human. I feel like you're about to get ambushed, though. There's got to be a reason why you didn't specifically go to see the Ascension ceremony in person. This feels like you're gonna get ambushed. Ooh. Ooh. What a shame. I liked him. Woklamat has truly come into her own, has she not? Indeed, indeed. Even as she moved the people with her heartfelt words, she retained her characteristic spontaneity, as evidenced by her nomination of Konohara's fellow Dawn servant. As sudden as it was, I would like to believe she gave it all due consideration. She could do far worse. Konohara completed every feat except the last, and that he only forfeited to help Woklamat secure the victory. I look forward to seeing how Toyal will prosper under their care. What's happening with the first promise? I refuse to believe this is the end of the story. Everyone, thank you for coming. I could see you all perfectly from up there. That was an impressive speech, Dawn Servant. I told you, no titles! Besides, after everything we've been through together, you're nothing less than family. So, like my family does, I'd like you to call me Lamati. I'll try and pronounce it correctly. Oh, don't worry about that. However you say it, I'll know it'll be with love. If we do mispronounce it, please correct us, but it would be my honor to call you Lamati. Mine as well. Indeed, consider us your Arosian cousins, if such a notion appeals to you. Arosian cousins. It's a little embarrassing, but not in a bad way. What does that mean? There's still a lot I'd like to say, but I need to make my rounds first. I want to thank my supporters who's visiting for the occasion. I want to thank my supporters. Could you wait for me here? Of course, we'll keep ourselves entertained. That said, would you join me, Notta? I mean, why me? I'm not a Dawn Servant. Wonderful, come with me. Come and meet me outside the Winged Walk, then. Why does he want me? Why does she want me? Sorry, I'm going to keep saying he. It's my natural tone with these things. Right, where does she want me? Oh, literally down these stairs. Okay. Oh, is she going to show me the nice view again? It's a bit darker than before, but the view's still nice. Ready? Let's go! Our first stop is Aunt Till's Tacos. And not just for a snack, I promise. Look everywhere, Mablu are there. It's now accompanying you. Keep him aside. You can leave by entering blah 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 blah. Please read the terms and conditions. Blah 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 blah. This way. Do 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 ba do ba do. Do 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 do. I do kind of wish that this wasn't a walk and talk thing, especially since there isn't a single discussion little bubble thing on the ground, and so this kind of feels like it could have just been an instant teleport over there, if I'm being honest. I understand this like makes it feel more authentic, quote unquote, but I just don't think they really needed to do it, in my opinion. Do do. Yes, I took a shortcut. You don't need to worry about it. Hardcore parkour, as they say. Is he gonna do the same thing he did last time and the time before? Dawn Servant Wuklamat, words cannot express the profound joy your ascension has brought me. God's gonna adjust my murder. No need for formalities, I'm still the same old me. Alright, I shall forgo formalities. Oh, but I cannot. You're the Dawn Servant. Too disrespectful as to address you without your due title. As Dawn Servant, I'm ordering you to not bother with your formalities. Okay. Alright, then I won't bother anymore. I could more easily converse with a drunken alpaca. Thank you for helping Wuklamat become Dawn Servant, Notta. Political opinions in our community may have been divided, but a Dawn Servant's ascension presents us with a prime opportunity, which is why I convinced everyone to participate in the commemorative sales campaign. A wonderful plan, no? My first big undertaking as a merchant. I do like the sound of a sale, so long as I'm not persuaded to buy too much. It's good to see you all. Again, I want to personally thank each of you for your help. The feat of reeds and the feat of gold were my first tests as a claimant. If not for your guidance, I would have failed the rite of succession before I fully understood its importance. Now you've given me a taste for celebrating culture. I can't wait to see what else Torial has to offer. In Zaktoral, for instance. As always, you must observe proper etiquette. I would be happy to offer my services as a tutor, should you desire them. I can think of no better instructor. I'll be sure to bring Konohara as well. Your duties in Dawn Servant will be plentiful, but don't forget your promise to attend the next Inihanu. Of course I wouldn't miss it. When I've made a name for myself as a merchant, I'll come by the palace and tell you about my biggest sales. I look forward to it. I have been personally attending to your alpaca's care. Do we hope to see you at the ranch again? Tell my fluffy spit-filled friend that Wuklamat will visit soon. Anyway, you'll have to excuse us. Oh, you haven't seen Fungentane around here, have you? A tall, slim fellow with long, pointy ears? I saw a man matching that description by the weapons dealer in Bayside Bevy, in the company of a moblin and a pair of Yokul, if I remember correctly. Bayside Bevy, get it? Got it. Got it? Good. Enjoy the festival, everyone. And the tacos. Oh, I like the formal bow. Rare for them people to not do some random dance in response. You know, the... or something. Do 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 do. Bow bow. A bow ba da bow 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 ba da dow. Oh god, that sounded so loud. What the hell? Why was them teleporting so much louder? Huh, I wonder where they are. Huh. I don't think I can see them. Dawn Servant, Notta, you honor us with your presence. Thank you for coming, everyone. I know the journey to Torial isn't a short one. Long road worth the travel to congratulate new Dawn Servants. To hear the head of reason has passed brings me sorrow, but we who remember him will ensure he lives on. May the accolades of this day be an offering to the future he envisioned. The High Luminary and I attend on behalf of Wola's Echo. Had our people come en masse, we would have been an obstruction. Nonsense, you're always welcome, all of you. This is your city as much as anyone's, and it was made by you. I'm glad to see you hale and whole, Notta. Though I know little of the particulars, I can only imagine your latest adventure has been both long and colourful. Beginning with near shipwreck, if you'll remember, yet here we stand, celebrating the ascension of your claimant. When my journey began, I thought only of preserving the peace that my father worked so hard to create. But the feat of pots and the feat of proof and the feat of ice showed me that peace is not simply the absence of war, but being able to live together in safety and happiness. That's what my father envisioned for this nation. That's the Torial I want for you all. So I promise you this, as Dawn Servant, I will do everything I can to bring that same happiness to the bandits in Kozaruke and the Yokhul of Shawangu Sultan. I won't forsake them. As I was moved by your father's influence, so too many the Chiwange may come to accept your peace. Their beliefs have stood for a millennia. While not easily shifted, neither are they immutable. Well, I can be pretty determined. They'll come around eventually, mark my words. I can vouch for the efficacy of such determination. Thanks to the Moblin's hospitality, I've been able to rediscover the joy of my craft and honor my father's legacy. Now that the Godwing is secured, the village overflows with such field smiles. Such cooperation between Hellfans and Podsworn is the very spirit of a healthy pot pact. Very healthy pot pact. A partnership like yours is bound to be fruitful. I look forward to seeing the fantastic pieces you produce. Do do do. There are some other people I'd like to see, so we should take our leave. Let's try and find Himuruk. Oh, you're like a biological father. The Zabrak? I believe I saw him on the sands below. The Gleam Sands? Thank you. Enjoy your time in the city, and remember, this will always be your home too. I love it. I just love that. Okay, let's bring it. Do 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 boom bam 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 do 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 do. Ooh, those two together, that makes sense. My, you honor us with a personal visit, Dawn Servant. Congratulations upon your ascension. No, none of that. My title may have changed, but I'm still just Wukalamat. More than just, I'd say. You've grown into a leader fit for this nation. Your father must be proud. I hope so, but big events like this make me wonder, you know, what my birth parent might say if he knew. I imagine they would say it fills their hearts with joy to see the strong, compassionate woman you have become. I owe you my thanks as well for fulfilling your promise to me. I told Bakul Jajar to stay with us so we could all congratulate you in person. But he marched off, muttering something about not being able to face you just yet. The boy needs purpose. Purpose beyond catering to the demands of others. He was always too obliging for his own good. I'm sure he'll find it in his own time, especially if he knows his family is there for him. That we are. By the by, have you seen Ketenrom anywhere? Tankwar, that is. Ketenrom? A strong name, if a bit exotic. We called upon him before leaving Mamuk, but he wasn't at our home. I don't recall seeing him at the ceremony either. The first promise was notably absent as well, though I assume he required time to salvage his injured pride. Everyone thought he'd be the one to succeed, Papa. My victory must have come as quite a shock to him. As for Tanwa, I'm sure he's around here somewhere, all ready to appear when we least expect him. We'd best be going, but relax, enjoy, make yourself a home, and come visit any time. Sorry, I'm always going to recreate these things. Alright, I think I found everyone I could find. Let us return to the others in the winged walk. I love the just pause, move to be exactly where I'm supposed to be, pause, nod once, smile. Like it's so much like somebody's just putting the commands into the computer, and they're just going like, we finished one, now on to the other, now we finished one, now on to the other. You know what I find quite interesting is, and maybe this is a sign of how the Dawn Servant has always been a not really caring about the actual title and more about the position, allowing them to have peace and everything. But the major road doesn't actually lead to the castle in any way. The major road is exclusively there for both the guards, the Landsguard being able to get to the appropriate places as fast as possible, and for just helping with trade and prosperity, which I think is quite interesting and something I only really figured out like kind of in the last couple minutes, really. But you see it, like there's this long road that goes from the docks where all the stuff comes from, all the way to the Landsguard and then the gate. I think that's quite interesting. At least it is for me. That person's named? Oh, you do look awesome, so that makes sense. Why was this other guy not named? You took part in the Rite of Succession, did you not? We've heard much of your endeavors. If you have business in Volok Shunshar, please go right ahead. I don't know who that guy is, but he had a name, so I wanted to talk to him. Why did he have a name? Welcome back. I hope you didn't rush on our account.
Seen everyone you wanted to see?
Seen everyone you wanted to see?
I have. Sorry for keeping you all.
Well, except for Ket and Ram, but he's not here.
Now, there's just one last matter. What Kona spoke to you about.
It's Kona.
I'm sure he made it abundantly clear, but I'm completely serious.
Sorry, Scions can't do it. Scions have to be...
I want you to stay in Tulichola with me.
Scions can't... We're politically neutral. Erenville, tell him. In what position? Come on, tell me.
I'm not forcing you, of course. But should you wish it, you'll always have a place here.
Now that's different. That's different. I can accept that.
Ah, that's right. This is for you.
What about the others? What about the others?
A permit granting passage to Shaktural, which, as I recall, you've yet to see.
Perfect. That's where I'm going next.
An adventurer like you could hardly resist.
Yeah, you know. You know, that's kind of where we came here for. Kryl, you coming with me? I'm not crying.
I can't believe our journey is over already.
Don't say that. You just put a flag in. You just put a red flag. The flag of, oh, the adventure has not ended.
You accepted me as a comrade and stood with me to the end.
Yeah, we did.
You have my eternal gratitude.
No worries.
Thank you.
You're now the second ruler I know of
I had better get going.
that I personally put in
learning
place.
all my official dawn servant duties.
Technically the third,
I'll
actually.
be sure to share what my old man says about the Golden City.
Wait, no,
too,
it's the fourth.
once he tells me.
Lord
Till then,
Hine,
feel free to pass the time as you like.
the paladin guy from Heaven's Ward, the Lys.
For now,
Is it
I will
Lys?
remain in Tural. There's someone I'd like to see before returning to Sharlayan.
I think it's Lys from Stormblood, the other part of Stormblood.
What about the rest of you?
There's no real rulers in Shadowbringers.
As in, I
Endwalker.
also intend to remain a while longer. As educational as this experience has been thus far, we feel there are even more
Nothing in
lessons to be had for
Endwalker.
Garland.
Well, I guess I know the dragon in Endwalker.
By hearing about the peace your father facilitated, and then seeing you reforge relations with Mamuk, we were reminded of a profound truth. That is, acceptance begins with understanding.
You should know that.
And, like you demonstrated throughout the rite, there are unexpected yet effective ways for two sides to understand each other.
Just learn their
The
culture.
question is how to encourage it. And by seeing more of this nation born of unity,
Is this
we
really
hope
the
to
end?
find some hints.
The final battle did not feel like it was a final battle. This can't be the end.
Personally, I can hardly wait to learn more about the City of Gold. So, if I may,
Are they setting
I'd
up
like to
another
stay in
expansion
Tuliolal as well.
in the other area? No,
By
because
all
I've got a
means,
pass
Your
now.
rooms are at your disposal
I've
for
got-
as long as you need them.
I can go there whenever I want. I've got the pass now, right?
And what of you? Thinking of touring Shaktural, perhaps?
100%. That's the plan. That's the plan, 100%.
Of course. You're hardly the type to leave half a continent unexplored.
Of course. I don't want this to end. I don't want the expansion to end.
Then perhaps we could travel together?
Yeah, sure, Eminville.
The person I intend to meet is my mentor, so I'll be visiting my hometown in Shaktural.
Yeah, sounds great. Sounds
If you
great.
have no particular destination in mind, I'd be happy to guide you en route.
100%. 100% sounds great. I'm hoping I see Estinian. I'm hoping he's gone over there.
Then it's farewell for now.
Bye, Warclamat. You weren't nearly as annoying as people said on the internet.
All of you.
No, 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 no. What the heck is this? Actually, hold on a second. Disable auto advance. Yes. I actually wanted that. I just instinctively thought it was bad. It's a shame Alphino and Alice and Cryle won't be there, although, Cryle, I didn't really get your story much. But Erenville, I'm interested to see what you have to say.
When you're ready, come and meet me at the Shaktural Skygate.
And maybe Thancred and Orange will come. Oh, fuck Orange. I don't want Orange. But Thancred? Bye! Say goodbye! Wave! Bye, Warclamat!
France to the end, you hear me? France to the end!
Bye, Warclamat! Bye, Connor! I got your name wrong every single time and I'm still getting it wrong. Can't help but notice you didn't give any occupations to any of the other people, which actually felt like a bit underhanded and bit mean. It probably wasn't intentional, but it did feel a bit mean. So this really feels like it's the end, and it's entirely possible that I now have to deal with I now have to deal with like patch quests. But I seriously don't believe that that's true. Surely not. I know I'm level 97. Oh, well then, no, it's definitely not. I'm level 97. You finish it at definitely 100. That's how it works. 100%. 100%, 100%, 100%. There's no way. Do 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 do. There's got to be at least like one trial and one dungeon left. That's my thinking at the very least. One trial, one dungeon. I'm kind of hoping for 2 dungeons, 1 trial, but maybe not. Do. It did feel like Erenville's sort of story was not completely complete, you know? Like it felt like there was something that needed to be added. Let me through, Landsguard. Past these gates and over the bridge lies Yaktaral. You have the permit, yes? Packed and ready? No last minute stops to make before we leave? Forgive me. I'm afraid of travelling with our new Dawn servant may have scarred me for life. How many more sessions of doing this, you reckon? How many 2-hour sessions? I've got a feeling maybe 2? Sky Deep Sonat. Yep, I remember. This is the City of Gold. That's the first promise? You don't have the things, right? You can't do it. Oh, did you steal them? Oh no. What are you doing? Don't do anything that you'll regret. Please don't do anything you'll regret. I really like you, and I was hoping you would become one of the rulers. But this feels like it might not be good. Don't do it first, promise. This is the gate to the Golden City. 2 decades ago, your father bade me transcribe a letter to a scholar across the Salt, petitioning the study of this gate. What he discovered was something the Dawn Servant feared enough to seal away forever, or so we thought until the right objectives became the City of Gold. But to think that Tanwa would be entrusted with its safekeeping. Had I known that doddering old fool carried a set of keystones, we might have spared ourselves this tiresome feats. Great power sleeps here, and with it you shall obtain your birthright. So you say, yet the new Dawn Servant succeeded where I could not. Taking their throne will not be easy. The resilient son underestimates his own potential. There's no need to worry. I have liberated the key from the Dawn Servant's vault. You alone have the means to unlock the gate. You will gain all you ordained, the right, your father's shade. These bitter memories shall soon be forgotten. Seize your future, promise. Open the gate and become the ruler you were destined to be. Is it a bell? Or a chalice? Oh, does it only work with blood relatives? Is that the logic? It's working! Is someone there? Can hear me? At last. Who's there? Show yourself. If only I could. Alas, this gate will not open for me. Only the key in your possession can connect us. Then you are the guardian of this city's great power? I do not claim this power is great, but the knowledge I possess is enough to realize any desire, to remake worlds. Is that so? Fascinating. Name your price, then, for my desire is the world itself. Yes, yes, the resilient sun rises. Together we shall create a nation worthy of what our rule. Kill him. Always gonna kill him. I knew it. Promise. Why? Genius. Genius, genius, genius. Well done, first promise. The useless tool is cast aside. Deliver me a new world, one that bends to my will. As you wish, but in exchange? You give me your father's head. You give me the Dawn Servant's head. Ready to get underway? Yeah, that's probably nothing. Then present your travel pass to that guard, then let's be off. You won't have to wait long to enjoy sightseeing. The bridge to Zaktoral is a wonder in its own right. The gate is barred to all save those with express permission from one of the Dawn Servants. I have the express permission of 2 of the Dawn Servants. Signed by Val Luklamat herself? My apologies, miss. If you would wait here just for a moment. God, your armor is badass, by the way. Look at that armor. It's just badass. So is that one. I honestly don't know which one I like more. Which color scheme is like my color scheme. I think it's the brightly colored one. I think it works better in my opinion. I prefer that. When it shows itself again, I'll show you. Okay, well they're not going to show us again.
Shall we then?
Shall we then? Yes. Let's go, Emanville. This wall was not stopping Estinian from getting over. He could have jumped it, or he could have got express permission from the previous Dawn Servant, which I feel like is a more likely thing they'll say. They'll be like, yeah, there's stuff there that needs to be killed. Estinian, you're allowed through. Go kill the dragon that lives there. Interesting. So did none of these people come to see the Ascension?
On the far side of that great bridge unfolded the wilds of Shaloni, where the sun guides in the Shitona tongue.
Oh, this is so cowboy coded. Holy damn, it is.
Guide, to be sure, with its blazing rays scorching the land and hardening its inhabitants.
It's literally Native Americans and cowboys.
Sweeping change had come to the arid expanse when, beneath its red crust, vast deposits of ceruleum were discovered.
It's literally the oil rush.
Embracing this opportunity, Vau Kona supporters hurtle on, driven by dreams of a future illuminated by blue flame. It is here that our journey continues, our path taking us along winding roads of steel. Each length of track a declaration of hope and ambition.
They did a cool thing here. So that all of that stuff is like the Native American, Incan, Aztec feel, and then this is just all like Wild West, oil baron stuff.
Lies past Shaloni.
Shaloni?
It'll be a long journey, but the railroad should make it easier.
Oh, they even have a railroad. I like trains. Trains are cool.
As for the way to the train station, let's ride these fellows, shall we?
Oh, they look scary. They look very scary. They've got a literal skull mask. Short on the Rockney? Afraid so. If one will suffice, I'll have a creature ready and waiting. But if you need two, you'll have to wait. You'll have to wait. The Rocknick have been acting strangely of late, more easily spooked and otherwise disagreeable. Picking out the few fit for retin proven bothersome work. I mean, look at those eyes. That's not the eye of something that's calm. Please blink. I'm begging you. They're usually so docile, and the ones I saw earlier didn't appear to be unhealthy either. But much has changed since I last was here. We could walk it. Not the best start to our journey. Still, the train station isn't far. Seeing as we aren't in a hurry, let's go by foot. About that, sir. As well travelled as you look, it's not only the Rockney that've been giving us trouble. Other wildlife has shown signs of aggression. Also, it's suddenly got daytime. A merchant should be returning soon with one of our beasts. Stick around till they do, and I'll see both the Rockneat for a safer travel. Your offer is most appreciated, but I don't think my friend here is particularly concerned about the wildlife. Whatever gets us where we're going faster. Even if you're left now, waiting for the Rockney be faster than walking, and safer besides. You'll be back on the road before you know it. I promise. And there we have it. Right, change of plans. There's a small town nearby. We can pass the time there while waiting. Take it you're heading to Hushatui, then. I'll have a man bring the Rockney over. Just mind yourself around the drunkens and troublemakers, eh? Do 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 do. I know they've already done a mechanist, but they really should have done a gunslinger. You have the Viper be the Native American one, and the gunslinger be this area's one. And just have him like with a revolver, and then like maybe slotting in special bullets or something. I don't know. That's a fate. I don't want to hurt them. They look like perfectly fine things. They're just cacti. God, they're farming cacti. Is that a thing? Can you farm cacti? That's actually something I've never thought about before. Can you like farm cacti? And is it feasible? Like, is that a feasible thing you can do? If it is, that's kind of funny. Evanville, I've already walked into the town. Why are you waiting here? Last I was here, it was little more than a camp with a shop or three. Well, I mean, it's been like 10 years, hasn't it? It's been a while.
Well, well. It's become a proper town.
Yeah, seems like it. It's going to take me a while to remember I can actually click now.
Hey!
Oh, he is a gunslinger, a mechanist.
Now hold on a minute.
Now hold on a minute.
Some sort of trouble.
Yeah, don't worry about it. The music isn't that bad. It's not going to be a horrendous thing. Are they going to do a duel? Ooh, are they going to do a high noon duel?
I'm talking to you, you old bastard.
You old bastard.
Give me strength. For the last time, the investigation is closed. There's no refuting the evidence.
I don't give a shit about your evidence, you lying scum. You release my friends, or I'll make you wish you had.
Oh, gosh, okay.
Let me remind you who the scum is here. Your friends, who had the temerity to point their firearms at me, the deputy chief of the Dust Watch. And after taking them into custody, what should we discover but incontrovertible proof that they had committed larceny?
Oh, it's incontrovertible.
They will not be released until they've paid for their crimes.
I'd heard the peacekeeping force had been formed to deal with growing lawlessness. Seems the situation is bad indeed.
I seem to agree with this gentleman.
Still can't get up a fuss, eh? Sounds like poor Zekua needs his bottle.
Sure he wouldn't prefer his mama's teat?
Hey, got him. I'll
treat me like a child, will you? My friends haven't done anything wrong, damn it! They've been framed!
Oh, stubborn little runt. Listen here, Zekoa. If you want to be treated like an adult, then you'd best comport yourself like one. That means respecting the rule of law. Order may be precarious here in Shaloni, but it can be had if each man does the right thing. And for those that don't, well, they have to answer to the Dust Watch. Now run along and think before you cast aspersions next time. Lest you hurt my feelings.
Fine. If that's how it's gonna be.
I wouldn't if I were you.
Hey, Estinian!
Is that?
It's Estinian! It's my boy!
There's a time to fight and a time to withdraw. For you, that's now.
What?
Yeah, you're just gonna get shot.
Hey!
Hey!
What are you doing, Zekoa? You better not be stirring up trouble.
I mean, that's all he does, it seems.
Wahute, you sack of Ronek shit! This ain't over! You hear me?
You want to tell me what that was about?
Oh, so he's the leader, probably.
Nothing that need concern you, sir. Zekoa is simply struggling to come to terms with the low character of his friends. But for good measure, I'll have the men keep an eye on him.
Yes, you do that.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll go make my rounds.
I wonder if that guy is bad. Hey, more importantly, though, Estinian, how the hell you been? Have you just been in this one city?
I wasn't expecting to see your faces among the crowd.
Me neither.
Talk is rife, there's a new Dawn servant. Take it you found it then. The Golden City.
We did indeed.
Aye, the contest is over. And as I needed to return home to Yasulani, I offered to show our friends some of Shak Tural. What brings you north?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Nothing in particular. Just seeing what there is to see.
Good answer. Going where the wind blows, eh?
Gulul Jaja compensated me rather generously for our duel. I'll be able to enjoy a comfortable life on the road for the foreseeable future.
Oh, we just paid you for that? That's cool. Are you good with your money
For
yet?
now, I shall be moving on. Oh, by the way, I recommend you try the Sabatender. They may not look it. They're surprisingly delicious.
Okay, thanks, Estinian.
But we don't serve Sabotender here.
What? You haven't been here for years. No sooner did we set out that we run into excitement. At least no one was hurt. The Dust Watch have their work cut out for them. For as long as I can remember, all disputes big and small were settled by dueling. The people of Shaluni rarely saw eye to eye, and for better or for worse, it was the simplest way to settle differences. Since most would sooner not risk their lives, though, it encouraged parties to pursue peaceful resolutions in a roundabout way. The Dust Watch were likely established by supporters of Konar, preferring peace be enforced through formal rules of law. A reasonable stance, all things considered. If things ever got out of hand, the Lands God would be forced to step in. What freedom they have now would be lost under Zerul Jar's authority. All of which is to say, unless a lengthy stay in the jailhouse appeals to you, be mindful of how you handle your arms in town. I should like to think the stablemaster has arrived with the Rockney by now. I'll go ahead and check. If you still want to have a look around, then be my guest. Come and find us when you had your fill. I mean, I don't particularly want to have a look at any of these things here. I've got a feeling that maybe we might not be there might be some problems with this. The friend, I take it? Sorry to keep you both waiting. Unruly wildlife's not the only source of recent distress, I'm afraid. Also been a rise in robberies targeting merchants. As a result, we've got a lengthy list of folks waiting to use our Rockney. Which is why I have to ask you that you stop at the Senjuazi Springs. That's fine, of course, but haven't the Dust Watch dealt with the banditry? Kemika and his fellows are doing what they can, but they reckon the bandits are operating as a gang. Rounding them all up is easier said than done. If you have anything of value, you'll want to take care. Thank you for the warning. We'll be sure to stay vigilant. Ready then. If you're ready to set off, I'll see you on your way. Ready? Then saddle up. Your friends seem to know the way, so I won't bother giving you directions. Sure. Hey, look at this boy. Oh, they are kind of cute when you see them closer. This is your first time, so let's take it slow. Take care not to let it toss you. Let it toss you. I gotta say, they got a lot of fur for being in a desert. I continue to be struck by how Shalunia has changed. Shalunia has changed. The town we just visited wasn't even here several years ago. With few reliable opportunities to replenish water supplies, travelers turned to a non-pallid tender. Not just for the water in their stems, mind. Their fruit are also said to be both nutritious and delicious. Okay, so that's the cacti. Oh god, there's a ruin here. Somebody didn't do very well here. See that hole there? Some might hope to find water there, but it's brimming with ceruleum. The eruption of flames from within make for a spectacle, inspiring cautious tales of those who wandered too close. This wildly, meanwhile, show great reverence to cerulean and its blue flames. But that is a discussion for another time. We're here. Ah, good thing for these Rockneek, isn't it? It's Rockneek, not Rockney. Rockneek. No sooner did we dismount than the next pirate messengers are already on their way. They really are short of Rockneek. Now then. Oh god, this is a slightly bigger city. The Seshwazi Springs, perhaps the busiest town here in Shalunia. People travel here from all over hoping to find their fortune. Oh, sorry, I thought that would be the next button. The change came to Heshwati was surprising enough, but this is no less impressive. They've achieved a great deal in the 3 years I've been away. The station is on the eastern side of town, but there should still be time before the next train departs. If you don't mind, I'd like to pay a visit to an old friend of my mentor's. Yeah, sure. Iyati is her name, and if she learned that I passed through without saying a word, she'd never let me hear the end of it. She set out from our village some 10 years ago, hoping to earn coin as she travelled along Tural. I can but assume she too came here seeking greater opportunity. In any case, let us see if we can find her. Her blue hair should make her easy to spot. I don't know, there's a lot of people that have weird coloured hair. He says with silvery white hair. There's a fate happening here? Oh, no, never mind. I'm completely wrong. Ooh, nice phoenix. Let's find the blue-haired girl. Let's find the blue-haired girl. You're blue-haired? Okay, that's not it. That person's blue-haired. Yeah. I succeeded. Aw, she's cool. Yes, I am Hayati. And who might you be? She is my friend. Could it be? Goodness, it is! Ellen! Erenville, yes. A man grown. You were such a daring little thing as a child. You know, it's only been 3 years since we last spoke. Really? Only 3? I suppose it all starts to get hazy after a while, living as long as we do. Well, this is Hayati. She's known my mentor since they were children. Nice to meet you. Hello. Never thought I'd see the day when you travel with a companion. You really have grown. Elena Sapia? Elena Sapia? Is that what they call you here? Alright. I was born Elen Shapia. I adopted a new name when I became a gleamer, one that adheres to Eastern Vira convictions so as to avoid drawing attention. Given that this is a homecoming, it's only a matter of time before you found out. Nevertheless, I would appreciate if you would continue using my chosen name. Yeah, sure. It's easier to say. A homecoming? You know, I've been thinking of paying the old stomping ground a visit myself. It would be good to see Kakia again. She's the finest archer I know. Ilan Shapia's mother and mentor. Every time I dropped by, she'd treat us to a veritable feast with fresh game she'd hunted herself. You'd be impressed with the bow. You'd be impressive with the bow too, Ayate, even among the Shetona. You're impressive. Oh, I couldn't compare to Kakia, but her skills at arms pales in comparison to her knowledge of nature. That's what earned her a place among the Gurul Jajar's travelling companions, after all. She was always the inquisitive sort, but her journey across Tural lit a fire in her. But after Elin Shapia was born, she often left him in my care so she could embark on another expedition in search of the unknown. Oh, how you would cry and beg her to take you along. It must have been hard on you. Ayata, please. What? We're all friends here. I'm glad Wuglamat's not here for this. No matter how many times he asked, the answer was always the same. You can come when you prove you're a true explorer. Thus did she task me with finding the Golden City. Despite my best efforts, all paths lead to nowhere. I assumed it was but a dreamer's fallacy, a ploy to goad me into experiencing the wider world. But it was real, and we found it. Indeed we did. You found it? A part of the rite of succession. I assumed everyone had heard. That's amazing! Oh, she'll be thrilled! And eager to bombard me with questions, no doubt. No, she probably saw it already. Is that if I had to guess? My guess is all of the companions had already seen it. Well, we should be on our way. Thank you so much for stopping by. Give my best to catch you. Help! Help! I need help! What was that about? We'll investigate. Please wait here. I mean, she is the finest archer. You said she was a fine archer. Why won't we bring her with us? She's good. She's talented. Hopefully she's not a bard. Ugh, a bard. What's happening over here? No doubt these are the infamous local bandits. Please, you have to help me. I've been robbed. It's Namaka, Wooklamat's nursemaid. Erenville, not her. Come any closer and we'll slit her throat from ear to ear. If you so much as nick her skin, you'll live to regret it. Oh yeah? Hold on. Did he say this is Wooklamat's nursemaid? Maybe this ain't such a good idea. Take the goods to the boss, we'll deal with this. Please, you have to give it back. I'm going after Namaka. This lot I leave to you. Of course, don't worry about me. Cocky bastard. I'll hang him by their ears and feed the old woman to the dogs. Jesus. We can deal with them later. First we need to put this one in the dirt. Bring it on. Bring it on. I know I'm going to get to jail because of this. Because they literally talked about it, but come on. Yeah. Cool. I'm coming to save you! Erenville and also Namaka! But seriously, yeah, if they had even nicked your skin, they would have been destroyed. Absolutely terrifyingly destroyed. My cats are doing weird things, so I was looking around. What are you doing? What are you... Oh. Thank you. I don't know what I would have done without you. The bandits managed to get away, but I have an idea of where they're heading. You said they stole something? A bracelet. It was a parting gift from Wooklamat. I see. Close as you two were, I can only imagine how much it meant to you. But what brings you all this way? With the right of succession ended, and Wooklamat crowned the next Dawn Servant, she is ready to stand on her own. I told her as much, and of my plans to return to home, to Uyasolani. She gave me the bracelet that I might always remember our time together. It filled me with such joy. I wanted everyone to know, everyone to see this wonderful gift given to me by the vow of resolve, And now it's gone. I would have let them take every coin to my name if only they had left me with that bracelet. We'll deal with it. I would ask what you intend to do, but I know that look. I'll knock them senseless. It's what Wukalamat would want. Please, you mustn't put yourself in harm's way for my sake. I assure you, no harm will come to us. Notta will make certain of that. I understand your methods can be brutal, but it would be wise to show some restraint, lest you find yourself on the wrong side of the law. Perhaps I should come as well, to be sure that all proceeds as it should. I don't know what to say. I can see why Wukalamat put so much faith in you, both. God, I need to do better at my emphasis and stuff. Before anything else, let's see her back to the Seshwasi Springs. She'll be safer in town, and with the Lati there to keep her eye on her, we should have nothing to worry about. Thank you, both of you. What? I'm stuck. Let's bring some Christmas cheer. Oh, that angered one. It angered two of them. I don't think they like Christmas. I'm very, very sorry. I mean, happy holidays. I don't want to be... I really need to sneeze. Pineapple. Erenville told me what happened, and you needn't worry about Namaka. If those bandits should find us, I'll kick up a fuss and see them driven out. The bracelet means everything to her, and those bastards wouldn't care even if they knew. Makes me sick. But at least you're safe. At least she's safe, and I know you'll set things right. Sure. I like how we're getting all these ice creams when we're in the desert. How do they keep it cold? Alright, let's go and recover that bracelet. Well, I have nothing but contempt for these bandits. As this involves a gift from Wukalamat, we must be mindful of how our actions might reflect upon her. I doubt Namaka would find joy in the return of said gift if lives were taken in the process. If it comes to violence, I ask you to stop short of killing them. The rest we can leave up to the Dust Watch. Well now, that makes me think you're strong. Really strong, are you? I may have saved a star on one occasion. You saved a star? That's a bold claim to make, but if true, then certainly speaks to your strength. If your curiosity has been sated, then indulge mine. Is there anything you can tell me about these bandits? Let's see. Well, of late, there's been talk about some unsavory types coming and going from Tontiyawi to the southwest. Is that the old mining town that was abandoned? That's the one. Now the Silurian extraction is big business. No one wants to waste their time picking at dry-end veins there. Sounds like a perfect lair for bandits, not to mention that the one with the bracelet fled in that direction. So you'll be investigating that place? I can let the Dust Watch know if you like. No, not yet. It would be best if we went alone. There's something I'd like to ascertain, if you had no objections. Have you already come to the conclusion that maybe that there's some corruption in the police? There couldn't be corruption in the police. It's uncorruptible. I will admit the Wild West look is less of my kind of thing. than the sort of Native American Incan style things. But I don't mind it. I think this is a cool aesthetic. And it does fit a lot. I like the idea that it's like, oh yeah, this new technology did come, but it didn't come from like completely just foreigners and stuff. It actually came from one of the promises. Hold on a second. Trousers. Let's get rid of these. What about the? What about these? What about these? Oh, I probably shouldn't have done that. They were on one of my equips. Oh well. I don't want to discard unique things. There. And then we go boop, boop. Oh, my sword's changed. I don't like it. I don't mind the fit, but the sword... I don't like that sword. Oh, no, the glow is quite nice. Hey, how are you? What's up? It seems the bandits have claimed this place for themselves. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay, thanks. Oh god, that's a huge machete. There's been no attempts to conceal the presence. How can the Duskwatch not have noticed by now? A question for another time. First we must find this bracelet. I don't see the bandit who had it. Perhaps they're in one of those buildings. Ramshackle as they are, it should provide a simple thing to eavesdrop on anyone inside. If you would go and have a look about, I'll keep watch for trouble. Hold on a second. But yeah, I'm doing good, thanks. I'm doing chill. I'm doing fine. No, thanks. I appreciate it. I appreciate the words of encouragement. The bandits will not notice you. Here, you can safely eavesdrop on any inside. As you lean in to listen, you begin to pick out voices in the muffled chatter. Don't know where we'd be without him. Probably shoveling sand, praying we'd strike it rich. Ain't that the truth? Only an idiot would work the mines with easier money to be had. Not when we've got a boss who can keep the Dustwatch off our backs, huh? Hey, watch what you say. The wind's got a way of carrying secrets to the wrong ears. Maybe so, but who'd ever believe one of those sainted souls was running our crew? The drunk who brought your story about the gold-shitting alpaca, am I right? Ha 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 ha! Interesting. It's the distinguished gentleman, isn't it? It has to be, right? He's the only one that was just sort of like... really obviously evil. Oh, there's an Aether current up there. I might get that in a sec. The bandits will not notice you here. You can safely eavesdrop on it. Yeah, I've read that. Oh, we got darker. I wonder if that was intentional or whether that was just really lucky. As you lean in to listen, a familiar voice rings out through the wall. Let me out of here, you bastard. Shut your mouth, you snivelling little blat. Make me. I'll get you all back for framing my friends. The vulture most of all. You tell him he can eat shit. Damn. Huh, how about we give you a chance to tell him yourself? We'll see how tough you are then. You reckon there's going to be a time in this where it's like, how dare you, I'm like the vice head of the Dust Watch, and then I'm going to be like, yeah, but I'm like the good friend of the leader of this country. Both of us are. So I think we take precedent. Although I guess we don't have an official position anymore. Or at all, really. We never really technically had an official position. As you lean into... Yeah, I've read that. I've read that a thousand times now. I brought back a prize you're gonna love, boss. Hey, look at this bracelet. Beautiful, ain't it? Bet it was made by a famous artisan. You idiot! How are we supposed to move something like this without attracting attention? Boss, please, please, I'm sorry. Reckon we can find a sailor who won't ask questions. Sell it for a song. Here's your reward, and don't bring me this kind of grief again. I won't, boss. Thank you. I mean, we can... It's pretty obvious, right? Unless they're going to do a twist and it's someone else. Finished, are you? Let's retreat for now. So, were you able to learn anything? That their leader is a man of the Dust Watch? That would explain why the bandits have been able to do as they please. And you say they gave the bracelet to him? It seems we have our work cut out for us. Did you hear anything else of note? Zakoa? That's the boy who confronted one of the officers in town, isn't it? And you say they threatened to have him speak with the Vulture? Their leader's alias, no doubt. Fitting for a man who preys on the helpless. That's a bit mean. Vultures actually do a really good job in the desert. Well then, not only do we have a better idea of who's behind the recent rash of robberies, but we also know who has the bracelet. Retrieving it without bloodshed will prove difficult, though. If he's that quick to point a gun at his own underlings... We need to get him alone. You're right, if we can confront him with his henchmen around, a violent outcome was all but guaranteed. I might have a plan. There's a small settlement to the southeast of here. What the hell is that name? Luwartaninyawasa. Meet me there and I'll explain everything. Okay, the more I look at it, it's less chunky. I do kind of like that blade. So yeah, as I was saying, I said briefly there, don't call them the Vulture and say it's fitting. Vultures have a very important job in the desert. They eat food that no one else would eat because it's too rotten and decaying. And it means that there's not just like rotten and decaying bodies around spreading illness. Vultures are very, very useful in the society of a desert. So it's not a fitting name. It would be better to call himself like a hyena or something. Because at least hyenas, hyenas do actually hunt their own stuff. And they actually are, they're quite like from what I remember, they can be quite picky if they've got abundance, where they'll just leave rotting carcasses and not like completely destroy them, like completely eat them. I could be wrong on that. Honestly, lions are more fitting because they are very selective. If we are to retrieve the bracelet without conflict, it won't be done barging through the front door. We'll have to lure him out. To do that, we'll avail ourselves of Yihihichia, dragon-like creatures that live to the south of here. It's their breeding season, you see, and the males will flock to the scent of the female in heat. With a few ingredients and a sample of their feces, I can create an attraction that resembles this scent when burned. We can lure the Yihichia into the bandit's hideout, flushing out the vulture and his gang. Then, while they contend with our flying friends, we can sneak in and search for the bracelet. I'm afraid I must ask that you collect the excrement. While you see to that, I will go and procure the remaining ingredients. And before you say anything, I did not ask this because of any aversion to feces. It would simply be easier for me to find the specific species of wild plant we require. Here, take this pouch and see it filled, and I will handle the rest. Yeah, just what I wanted to do on my grand adventure. Go and find a dragon-like creature and take its feces. I swear to God, Erenville, this better work, or else you'll have sent me on a wild goose chase. I guess more specifically, a wild dragon chase. Although I do like the idea of, like, dinosaurs being in the desert. Because I guess they do need the heat because they're cold-blooded generally. Although the more feathery versions that we see in like more modern interpretations of dinosaurs, I guess aren't really like that. They fit like a more tropical environment. Also, I would make an argument these things don't look like dragons, and in fact are just pterodactyls. You know, they're just pterodactyls. Let's be completely honest. You reckon I can check both of these nests without Oh. Oh, I guess they breathe fire. You know what, that's fair. If they breathe fire, that kind of just makes them a dragon inherently, or at least in the dragon family, you know? Ugh. Why would they put droppings in their nest? Surely they would try and keep that clean. And if they have like bird-like behavior, I'm sorry that I'm trying to poke holes in this. These are the. I'm just saying what comes into my mind, and these are the thoughts that immediately come into my mind. You know. Boo ba doo ba doo ba doo ba doo ba doo. You guys shouldn't be innately aggressive. You're herbivores. Come on. Down, 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 down. Finished already, are we? Yes, sadly. Well, not sadly. I guess I'm glad I did it quickly. Excellent, this will do nicely. All that's left is to mix the feces with the tumbleclaw fibres, dried nopitenda root, and a generous helping of animal fat. Come, let's go back to Tontoyawi. Tontoyawi? That sounds right. God, all I can think now that I've been driving for so long is I'm just thinking, this is just a car that somebody's constantly going 20 on, and I'm just like, just move it up to 30, you know? I'm not saying break the speed limit. I'm saying just move it up to the speed limit. I'm normally quite patient about these things, and I don't think I'm like the fastest person in the car. But there is a portion of like, if you're going 10 miles an hour slower than the speed limit, come on. What are you doing? Unless it's particularly rainy or like there's a load of like blind turns. What are you doing? Everything is ready. Time to set our plan into motion. Ooh, I would like the coins. A fair number appear to have gathered inside. Now's our chance. I will keep watch from there. The attraction I leave to you. Toss it in the bonfire near the middle of town. The Yihiyachi will soon come after. Do you reckon I can dodge all the bandits again? I thought that was part of the actual thing before. But I guess it wasn't. An axe slinger. As in he throws axes. That'd be a kind of cool thing. No, 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 no. Oh, he's a sword slinger. Wait, okay. What does that mean? Does that mean you have a gun? Or does that mean that you throw axes or throw swords? It's an important distinction. Because if you throw swords, it's badass. But if you have a gun that shoots, it's badass, but less badass, you know? What's that smell? What's that smell? Ugh, that reeks. What did you put in the fire? Wasn't me, I swear. You know what they say, he who smelt it, dealt it. Ugh, did something die? Someone want to explain that ungodly stench to me? Oh, he's got the bracelet. Oh, he's got it on him, though. Boss, over there. Boss, over there. Huh? What in the world? Attack, my bird brethren. Oh, he killed. We said no violence. What the hell? This doesn't count. Just because I'm not doing the violence, I've caused it. Huh, so the smoke was what drew them here. I swear when I find who did this. Or is one going to attack him and he's going to shoot out the air? That'd be cool. I'd say our friend has stirred up enough trouble. Time to retrieve that bracelet. Hey, what's going on out there? I'm still in here in case you've forgotten. I'm gonna give him that voice. Sit tight, we'll be back for you. What? You'll get me out of here? They're gonna kill me. I'm begging you, please. Shh, they'll hear you. Ah, it's too late. Hey, it's Evanville. Shit. Who was that? Oh no, we've ruined our plan. Hey, are you gonna help me or what? Hey, are you gonna help me or what? The bracelets must wait. Let's break him out and withdraw for now. You know he's gonna put a crime on you, Evanville, you know that? All that effort and naught to show for it. Sorry about that, but damn, I didn't think anyone would have the balls to take on the Vulture. No need to apologize, we were planning to save you eventually. Really? I don't even know who you are. You're secret admirers of me or something? I'm just having fun with you, but I do appreciate the help. This man they call the Vulture. I've seen his face before. Was he not the officer you confronted in town? They're one and the same. When he's not masquerading as a gang leader, he serves as deputy chief of the Duskwatch. That would explain why the bandits are so confident that they can avoid capture. You're trying to get back something the Vulture stole, right? Let me help. It's the least I can do after you bail me back out back there. I have an idea of where he hid his cash. Reckon he's heading there now, too. We can go together. I've got a score to settle with him. I don't doubt that, but we need to know what it is first. Will you tell us? Right, so these bandits at Tulyawi, they're called the Daybreakers, and it was me and my friends that founded that group. But it wasn't a gang of cutthroats, not back then. We just wanted to protect people. We couldn't protect who couldn't protect themselves. Kids being harassed by bullies, workers being exploited by the mining concerns, folks who needed help to even the odds. You were vigilantes. That was 3 years ago, and whenever we found someone scheming in the shadows, we settled matters the best way we knew how. With a duel! I see, by the old laws, anyone who loses in a duel must be held to account for their crimes, even those in position of authority. And we made damn sure every time. And we made damn sure they did every time. But before we knew it, our small band of friends commanded a force to be reckoned with. That was about a year ago. The Vulture and his Thurks showed up. They got the better of us and took over the Daybreakers. Everyone was afraid of him, and so they did his bidding without question. But when he showed them how they could make a fortune easily, that was when he really won them over. Now the Daybreakers is nothing but a band of bandits and cutthroats, who prey on the people it was created to protect. I talked it over with my friends, Kiwakan and Limwine, and we all agreed the only way to stop him was to challenge him to a duel. And he accepted. I still remember how he gloated that he'd win. But when the Dame came, he showed up with a Dustwatch and had my friends arrested on charges of robbery. And if that wasn't enough, he set the bail at a price no one could ever hope to pay. With them locked up, there was no one left to help me. None of my old friends from the Daybreakers, and certainly not the Dustwatch. And that's why you were ready to challenge him in the middle of town. I was, until that guy with the spear stopped me. No sooner had I stepped out of the town than the Vulture's minions caught me by surprise. They took me prisoner then. Well, you know the rest. You said the Dustwatch would be of no help? Are they all working for the Vulture then? No, not all of them. The sheriff, Kamaka, he's as honest as they come. A staunch keeper of the peace. Problem is, he's little too trusting and doesn't suspect a thing. If it were my word against the deputy chiefs, who do you think he'd believe? So we just need evidence. Well, if he knows where this Vulture keeps his spoils, perhaps we can help us recover Namika's bracelet. What do you think? Do the nod. Oh, we didn't do the nod. Well, for what it's worth, I have a plan and I can't do it alone. A plan? All I ask is you hear me out, but not here. I'll be waiting for you at the springs. At the springs, baby. I guess we can decide what to do after he gives us the pitch. I swear he's gonna get you in jail, Aaronville. He'll get you in jail. Alright, what's happening here? Good, you're here! This is where he hides his loot. I expect he'll show up soon. Well, well, look who it is. Oh, sorry, I said it wrong voice. Storing someone's stolen goods here seems risky, but I suppose it's an option for someone with his authority. Yeah, he moves the spoils in cerulean barrels, where no one would think to look. They're mixed in with the regular shipments of fuel to Toriolo, where they're sold off. You said he sold a bracelet of yours, right? You said he sold a bracelet of yours. Stole a bracelet of yours, right? If he knows you're on his tail, chances are he's eager to get what he can for it. But I doubt he'd trust a lackey with that business, given the provenance of the piece. Nah, I'll wager he's not letting that bracelet out of his sight till he gets that coin in his hand. I wasn't sure what to make of you after Hishwatawi, but I'm glad to hear you're more than an impulsive child. What? Ah, well, not my finest hour, I'll admit. But there's a lesson in that. The vulture's a slippery bastard. If we're gonna catch him, we need to back him into a corner with hard evidence. That's my plan. First, we need to lure him away from here, over to Hishwashwi. Would be ideal. For that, I need one of your help. This would buy time for the others to search the barrels for any stolen goods. And using that will expose him as a criminal. There's no way to tell if Witwatsi is carrying the bracelet, but regardless, there'll be time enough to find it once he's behind bars. But won't he simply feign ignorance? Oh, he'll try, and that's why I'll challenge him to a duel. A duel? The approach didn't work out so well for your friends, as I recall. True, but unlike before, I'll challenge him in front of the whole town. That way he won't be able to wriggle out like last time. Every man, woman, and child in the wilds understands the importance of the duels and the old laws. The deputy chief would never disgrace himself by refusing. But wouldn't you be breaking the law by using a firearm in town? It's not as if we're using live rounds, but I'd risk it if it's a risk I'm willing to take. What's important is that I get to duel with as many witnesses as possible. When he loses, and he will lose, that'll be the end of the vulture. This plan is not without flaws, but what do you think? I say we let Zekrowa have his duel. Thanks. I was sure lucky running into two of you. You won't regret this, I promise. If you're satisfied, then so am I. I knew I could count on you. I was seen in Tontoyawi, so it's probably best I stay and search the barrels. Then you're with me. Tell the vulture I tried to rob you, but you managed to overpower me. Even if he suspects a trap, he won't be able to resist taking the bait. You'll buy your friend as much time as possible, and we'll make your way to Hishwatwi. Once you get there, once you get the vulture there, I'll take care of the rest. Alright, let's get to it. That boy. Why can you look cool and also be good? That's what I want to know. What is this? Oh, it's earrings. Right, I think we'll call it here today. I had a lot of fun. I was slightly worried that we had finished the whole expansion, but it seems we've just finished one part of it, and we've started the secondary one. I'm looking forward to this. It hasn't gripped me immediately yet, but I mean, it's been a little bit of time, so, you know, we got to give it a bit more time before we come to any conclusions. But until the next stream, I'll see you on. I hope you have a good time, and I'll see you on Monday for whatever we feel like doing. Wednesday for some more Baldur's Gate, and Friday for some more Final Fantasy 14. But until then, bye. Thank you, Freya, for coming into the chat. Always nice to have somebody in the chat. Especially since they weren't trying to sell me overlays. Anyway.